Hello everyone and welcome into the Is This Your Person reading. So in this reading what I'll do is I'm going to take a look at some cards for your situation in general, and then after that I'll pull some cards for your partner and what they're thinking, what they're going through, and then pull some oracle cards as well. So as you listen to the beginning part about the situation, this is kind of this is dialing into a specific situation. So if this doesn't match up with you and what you're experiencing, then the rest of the message, like what your partner's feeling, might not really resonate or be as applicable. But if you are resonating with the first part of the message, then there are certainly some things for you to take away from today's reading. So let's go ahead and jump in. And for your situation in general with your partner, we'll take a look. We'll start out and what are, look at like past, like what's happened in the recent past. We have the High Priestess in reverse, and then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Present energy is the Devil energy and the Hierophant in reverse. And then the next level of energy coming in is Strength, and then the World. So, the first thing that jumps out is that of the 6 cards, 5 out of the 6 are major arcana cards. So there's definitely some strong messages here in terms of what's going on. So if you're feeling a lot of I guess, heightened energy, and here, maybe I'll scoot these over so you can kind of see them a little bit here. If you're feeling a lot of heightened energy within the connection, that's because when it's this much major arcana, it means there's major life events associated with this. So it's not just oh yeah, we got into a little argument yesterday because, they forgot to take out the trash or something like that. Like it's bigger, deeper issues. So in the recent past, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. And so there's kind of this sense of like failing to plan, like you're avoiding change and you're failing to make any plans. So within the relationship itself. And then, and then with the High Priestess in reverse, this is about, there's been some kind of secrets or some conceit, or like there's something where you're not both standing in your authentic truth. So there's been some failure to make things progress. Let's get some clarification. What else do we need to know about what has been leading up to this place and these feelings? That was clarified by the King of Wands in reverse and by the Empress in reverse. So again, lots of these are coming up in the reverse, but as I look at them, it's not that everything was in one direction. I just picked up the deck the wrong way. So it's just a lot of cards coming out in reverse. And again, one of the cards was a major arcana card. With the King of Wands in reverse and the Empress in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse is going to be some of this impulsive, like bullying type of energy, but there's this sense of like failing to plan and avoiding change. It's almost like you've been stuck in this rut, and maybe some tough things have come across, and one of the two of you has had that feeling of, well, if we would have planned better for this, it wouldn't have been as much of a big deal. But then one of the partners is kind of like this impulsive type of energy, usually is not that planning type of energy. So there's a little bit of that mismatch there. And then, with your Empress in reverse, like normally that's a loving, abundant type of energy. So there's kind of this like cold, closed off energy that's happening. So the two of you just aren't really on the same page in terms of planning. This could be that the relationship is at a point where one of you wants to make a more serious step forward and the other one's like, nah, let's keep our freedom. I want to be able to go and do this, go and do that. So right now then, in the current energy, we have the Devil and the Hierophant in reverse. So the Devil energy is whatever is keeping you off your mission, like off your life path. And so a lot of times that is tied to things like physical addictions, like regular 3D addictions, drinking, gambling, smoking, drugs, sex, spending, whatever. It can also be the mental side of it, where it's self-deprecating thoughts, it's feelings of inadequacy, it's procrastination, it's all of those things that keep you from living your best life. And then also with the Hierophant in reverse, this is that energy of like thinking outside of the box. Um, it's kind of coming across that one of the partners is wanting something more traditional. They want things to move forwards, and the other one's like, no, but what if we do this? What if we just kind of stay and keep our freedom and all of that? And so it's almost like there's this devil energy that's pushing one of the partners to think outside of the box when they really don't want that. Like they want the traditional setup. They don't want something that's all loose and casual, and so that's kind of the what's coming through there, is that there's there's that sense of, no, let's keep it loose and casual, and the other person's like, no, but I kind of want to plan for our future. So those are sort of the two conflicting energies in the past that have come up. And so now it's that sense of, for the partner who wants something traditional, it feels like it's that devil energy that's trying to pull that partner off their path. So the next level of energy coming in is strength, and then the world. So the message coming here, it's almost, it feels more like I'm speaking to the person who wants more of the traditional structure, who wants to be in a long-term committed relationship with the person, and it could be like, oh, it was a bad boy that I fell for, that whole thing of thinking, oh, I could change the person. And the devil energy is that person trying to pull you off your path, of saying, oh, here, let me pull you into my world, when that's not really what you want. So with the strength in the world card, that's going to be that sense of closing out of a certain cycle. So this triumph and victory, that could be that you are able to pull this other person over, but it almost comes across like, and we'll see how the rest of these cards read. It almost comes across like, are you going to let somebody, maybe you have people pleasing issues, and are you going to let somebody pull you off your path and sway you with this idea of, oh, they're a bad boy type of thing. So let's pull some cards related to your partner and see, kind of what they are, where they're at headspace wise, what they're thinking. So talk to me about the current situation with this partner. So what is the current energy of the partner here? We have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and then the Seven of Wands in reverse. So lots of Wands energy here. The Fool in reverse is about clinging to the past and not wanting to make changes. The Three of Wands in reverse and Seven of Wands in reverse, so this way you can see those. So the Three of Wands in reverse is also about clinging to the past. The Seven of Wands in reverse is kind of the sense of like burnout and surrender. So the other person is clinging to something in the past. And let's take a look, because it could be that their hesitancy to want to move into a committed relationship is rooted in some sort of past hurts, past traumas. The card that jumped here was the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords in the reverse. So that's going to be some cynicism and manipulation, that they were feeling like in the past they've been manipulated. They may have been, if this is about a marriage, they may have been married before and felt like they were manipulated into getting married, or that structure made them feel like they were not in control of their own life, and they're trying to avoid that. What is the, I'll call it, next level of energy coming in for this person? All right, next level of energy, they have the Five of Pentacles, feeling locked out of their blessings, and then the Two of Pentacles. So they're juggling some decision. They have this feeling that they're going to lose you if they don't kind kind of like if they don't step into what it is that you want. And like I said, I feel like this message is coming through for the person who wants the commitment. And, you know, so they're kind of feeling like they're going to be locked out of their blessings. Like they're in a state where they don't have peace right now because they know that you want that. And so they're juggling, you know, do they make you happy and give into that situation, you know, give into what it is that you want, or do they stay true on their own path? So let's pull a couple cards. You know, what is your person thinking? Like, what do they wish that they could tell you? I dream about you. I remember you from a past life, and I'm working on my healing. So those are the cards that jumped. And I'll pull another one as well, because I like to have a pulled card, not just the jump cards. I want to be the person I know you deserve. So they do have good feeling, like there's good energy there. They want to be with you. And it's just that there's something that is keeping them, stuck in whatever their scenario is. So if you're wanting to move forwards with a commitment and they are reluctant, like they know that they have healing work to do around that. And I would say that goes along with these feelings of being manipulated. And they have to get to a point where they're able to trust and be open again. And that's what's holding them back from taking that leap forward with you. That's what is making them, cling to the past and be reluctant to get that new beginning with you, like that new stage of the relationship, is because they're clinging to something that's happened to them in the past. And then make the effort, let go of control issues and finances and career. So this, in terms of as it relates to the relationship, I would say these are speaking directly to the person who's wanting to move it forward, and that there's the make the effort and let go of control. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take and allow the situation to unfold naturally. So I would say this effort part, and they may seem contradictory, like make the effort and let go of control. Part of this is letting the other person come to where they need to come to in order to move themselves forward. So a lot of times there's that sense of, well, but here I can help them. I can help them heal. I can help them do this. I can help them move forward, but they need to learn those lessons on their own time. So for you, the making the effort might be intentionally backing off of trying to push them to make a decision. And then finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. They might feel like they're not financially stable enough to move forward into that next place, and they want to have some of that stability before they move things forward. So let's pull a couple of soul journey cards and see, what all messages want to come through. Humor and discipline jumped. Humor is I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, and discipline is I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And then we have acceptance. I'm learning to accept that accept the things that I cannot change. So along with this, and I would say this goes really well with the I'm working on my healing. Accept the fact that they need to do some of this healing and that you need to let them do it. So you can't change it. You can't force them to become healed. They have to want to do it, and they have to do it on their own timing. So, the takeaway here was having that discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. If you really want to try to make this work, you're going to have to put in the effort to let go of the control issues and let things unfold the way that they want to. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at, say, 6 months down the road. What do things look like in this energy path 6 months down the road? The Lovers. So it looks like things are moving in that direction. So the Lovers in the upright, especially, it's having that connection. So things are things are moving in that direction. You just have to have the patience to let that play out the way that it needs to play out. So this was your message for today. I hope that you found it helpful, but as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest. And I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time.